What's going on, everybody? Coach Los here, just going to talk about what's going on with Manchester United and everything like that. Now, I know I said that I was going to be like giving myself formats and everything like that, but lately it has been insane going on with Manchester United. There's not really anything going on with the San Jose Earthquakes over here on my left side. I'm hoping that everything is going to get back on track. There's a ton of stuff going on with Manchester United right now. Huge things. Mourinho getting let go, an interim or caretaker manager being appointed, and all that stuff. So I'm going to try to get through this really fast and get ourselves back on track and everything like that. So today is supposed to be World Day Wednesday, but we are going to talk just specifically about Manchester United, and we're going to talk about two people specifically. So let's get it started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And basically, sorry if I mispronounced that, but anyways, so basically he's been appointed as interim manager or caretaker manager, as they're calling him. So he's going to be with us for the rest of the season, which is going to go into May, and then he's going to go back to Molde, which is in Norway, and that's the club that he's going to be managing when he goes back. Technically, he's still going to be managing them, or the manager of them, but they don't really have a whole lot going on right now, so he's going to be focused on Manchester United. Now, for those of you who do not know who this is, and for those of you who do, let's go over it really quickly. So Solskjaer is 45 years old, right? Yep, 45 years old. And yeah, I've been doing a little bit of reading about him and everything like that. But now, I do remember him from the early 2000s of him being our super sub, or the young face assassin, as they called him. I do remember him in the early days of me watching Manchester United going in and slamming goals into the back of the net. I do understand that in '99 he did score the winning goal to help us win the treble, which is, Champions League, Premier League, and the FA Cup, which was a phenomenal season, and hopefully we can get back to those winning ways like that again. Yeah, he knows what it is to win, and I think this is something that is going to be a very positive appointment, and we're going to be very, very good. So he announced his retirement in 2007, and yeah, shortly after that he was named the reserve team manager of Manchester United, and that's where his success continued. And I think with everything that he knows about the club and how the mentality that we have, the way that we want to play and everything like that, he understands. He understands the culture, he understands the club, he understands the fans, and so on. And I think having him as our interim manager is going to be a very positive thing because of all those things. And I know that he's going to be experimenting and things like that, so things aren't always going to be, rainbows and sunshine, but they are going to be a lot better than what they are. Because we need to find our identity again. We need to figure out who's going to be our best 11, what's going to be our best formation, what's going to be our best way to approach these games moving forward. So yeah, it's going to take some time. Be patient. But these next 5 months or whatever are going to be absolutely exciting, because we are going to be able to see what we're going to be doing with an attacking mindset manager. And that's what this guy's going to bring to the table. So if you don't remember, he is actually a former striker for us, and he understands what it's like to have that attacking mentality, especially at Manchester United. So it's going to be a great, great thing. And he wasn't a player too long ago. So yeah, the game has changed a lot since then, since 2007. But again, he understands Manchester United. Manchester United has always had that sort of playing style to what the modern game is now. We've kind of pulled out of that since Mourinho has been our manager, and Louis van Gaal has been our manager, and David Moyes has been our manager. So it's basically since Sir Alex Ferguson has left. So having Solskjaer come back and get us back to our winning ways, getting back to our Manchester United ways, is going to be absolutely exciting. So the reserve team for under Solskjaer did very, very well. They had a good track record, but then he moved on to become a manager back in Norway. And then he actually tried out Cardiff City for a little while, didn't work out. And I'm not going to hold that against him. Most people are kind of like, oh yeah, there's some red flags there. I'm not going to hold that against him too much, because it is Cardiff City. It's a totally different club. It's a totally different atmosphere. It's a totally different budget. It's a totally different mentality there. They did get relegated while he was there, and he was let go a few months into his work. I think 7 or 8 months or something like that. So I'm not going to hold it too much against him. It is a little bit of a warning, a little concerning, I would say, but it's nothing that I'm going to really like hang my hat on or stay focused on or anything like that. Now, if he was there for 5 years and they got relegated to the 2nd division, which would be terrible, then that's another whole nother story. But that's not what happened. He was there for a few months. It is at Cardiff City, so take it from it what you may. So what Solskjaer is going to bring to the table as far as tactics-wise is, again, he was a striker. He does understand that Manchester United form of playing. So he's going to bring an attacking mentality. He likes to bring up the wingers, the fullbacks, or the left back and right back. And he likes to have them go play high up, and then the center backs kind of pull apart and give the goalie options. So they play it. The center backs play it out to the wings. So it's going to be nice to see that Manchester United is playing out in the wings again. Personally, I like to play through the middle a little bit. Depending on the players that they have, figure out which way to finish the attacking ways. But Manchester United again has always been on the wings, so that's good. That might play out to Lukaku's benefit. We'll see. I don't know if Lukaku is going to start under Solskjaer. I don't think that he is in form, and I don't think that he is the type of player that Solskjaer is going to be employing in his formations. So enough about Solskjaer for now. Next up, we're going to go ahead and talk about Koulibaly. Now, everybody's talking about how Koulibaly might be coming to Manchester United in January. He might be coming in this summer, but they're talking that there's a very good chance that he's going to be coming to Manchester United, which is great. It's exciting and everything like that, because somebody like him is something that we could really use. And I'm only going to be talking about people who I feel would benefit the club, who I think it would, from my perspective, contribute to the club and rebuilding and everything like that. So right now, Koulibaly is 27 years old, and he plays for Senegal's international team or national team. And I'm looking through some of this stuff right here. And yeah, he plays for Napoli right now. He signed for a 5-year deal, so he's actually finishing up his contract in 2019 because he signed it in 2014. And he looks promising. I went over and looked at some of his videos on like YouTube and stuff like that to see what he plays like and everything like that. And I've got to admit, I'm impressed. He seems to be able to understand what it is that the midfield and the forwards are trying to do and anticipate that, which is phenomenal. And that's exactly the kind of person that we need right now to get our defense back in line. And he's 27 years old, which for me, center backs is a great age for center backs, because 26, 27 years old, you've gotten some experience under your belt and everything like that. You're a center back, so you're not doing too much running, but you have a lot of years ahead of you. So I think it's a good time to bring him to the Premier League and show what he can do at this level. And he'd be a good leader for the center backs squad, I guess you could say, because that's something that we need right now. He's played against the best out there. He's pocketed Messi a couple of times. I know that's controversial for me to say, but like I said, I've seen some of his videos, so he looks pretty promising and playing up against a strong attacking side. And hopefully he comes to United and contributes to our club. So another thing that I noticed about him is that he's got a great passing ability, and that's exactly something that Solskjaer can utilize when he comes to the club and starts playing him if he were to come. Hopefully he comes in January so he can get him acclimated to the club and get him situated at Manchester, and then he can get used to the other players and stuff like that. That would be ideal. And while Solskjaer's there, he can keep putting him in, trying him in different combinations and formations and stuff like that to get him and the other players' chemistry together. Because again, to me, chemistry is extremely important when you're putting a squad together, especially right now when you're talking about a rebuilding year. So hopefully that they bring them in January, they start implementing them in different scenarios. But what Solskjaer likes to do is, like I said before, have the center backs kind of spread out, so when the goalie has the ball, they can play it out from there. And like I said, he's got a good passing ability, so hopefully Koulibaly can go ahead and take that ball, send it over to our wings, and our fullbacks, and they can take it up and do what they need to do with it. And the last thing that I want to talk about Koulibaly on is basically his versatility. He has some experience playing the whole back line, left back, center back, right back, and even center defensive mid, which I wouldn't employ him as, but it is nice to know that you have that versatility with this player. As a coach, that's kind of what we're looking for. I always tell my players when they're starting out, as young as 2 years old, always use both of your feet. Practice with both of your feet, because when a coach sees that, they see so many opportunities, so many options that they can use you in. You're going to get more playing time, first of all, because you can go on the left side, you can go on the right side, you can go in the middle, and then on top of that, you're going to be used more. We're going to tell the other teammates to give you the ball more, because we want that, I guess you could say, mystery factor. And the reason why I say mystery factor is because if you're taking on a player one-on-one, for example, and you are able of using both of your feet, they don't know if you're going to go left, they don't know if you're going to go right, and they have no idea if you're going to go left or right with which foot. So it's harder to anticipate a player who can use both of their feet rather than somebody who's going to be using their right foot or their left foot all the time. So if you're a player out there trying to better your game, just start dribbling the ball more with both of your feet. Practice with the left foot for a while, practice with the right foot for a little while, and then practice using both of them for a little while. You can't go wrong practicing with both feet all the time. So those are my initial thoughts on Solskjaer and Koulibaly. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I think that that Solskjaer is going to be great. I think that we need to give him time, be patient. But Koulibaly coming in January would be wonderful. Hopefully they do that and make it happen. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting things going on with Manchester United right now. Same with the Earthquakes, but there's not a whole lot going on because it is the off season. But I'm excited. I'm excited that we can start a new chapter in this club's history. That we can. It seems that the board is starting to make some really good decisions now. So I'm excited about that. So hopefully Solskjaer comes in, starts implementing the changes that we'd all like to see, and playing the Manchester United way. So that's it for me, you guys. I'm Coach Lowe's. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about all of this. Kick that like button and subscribe to stay in the game. See you guys later.